I originally downloaded Robinhood to buy stocks because it looked easy, it looked fun. It was something that I saw on a lot of other YouTubers' pages that they were using to buy stocks and to show off their public portfolios. Yes, even I buy things because I see other YouTubers using them. So I downloaded Robinhood and got started buying stocks for the first time because before that I had only ever bought index funds and target date funds. It was my first adventure into buying single stocks, and originally I had wanted to use this portfolio of stocks that I was buying in Robinhood here on the channel and show you a public portfolio of mine and let you see the journey of seeing how I was learning to invest in stocks and show you what I was buying and selling and all of that. However, after months of use, I've decided I really just don't want to do that. I don't want to share my portfolio regarding what stocks I'm buying because I'm not confident in those choices. I don't really like analyzing companies to purchase their stock. I am never going to be a buy this stock type channel. I'm just not. It is something I really like to watch as I've been learning about purchasing individual stocks, but it's not something that I'm going to be able or want to do here on the channel. I am not great at picking stocks. I'm too emotional. I'm not good at analyzing what I need to know, and I don't feel confident in recommending what I buy for anyone else to buy. So for that reason, I'm not ever going to make it public. So that's why I'm here today to tell you what I'm going to be doing and why I'm leaving Robinhood. First, I do want to say that Robinhood is a very small percentage of my overall net worth. It is something that is outside of my retirement accounts, outside of savings, outside of even other brokerage accounts that I've started since I've been here on YouTube. It is just one account that I have enjoyed using, but I have decided to part ways with. So I'll tell you later in the video what I'm going to be doing with that money and what I'm kind of my strategy for leaving Robinhood. But first I want to go over some of the problems that I've had with Robinhood and why I have decided to leave that platform and what I'm going to be doing next. First, customer service at Robinhood is very, very limited. They don't advertise a phone number where you can call a person. So if you have an immediate problem, you really can't get in touch with anyone. You have to email them, and then even that email takes a few days to get a response. Then it's an automated message that they haven't even reviewed your question really beyond the basics. So it's not the best system if you want personal customer service that can help you walk you through things, or if you have an issue, is there for you. I actually haven't had any problems with Robinhood. I've really had zero issues with my account or anything like that. So I haven't had to contact Robinhood, but I've heard a lot of stories about Robinhood where people have not had a good time trying to contact customer service. And there's even been accounts where their money was just disappearing and they felt like they were being looted, and I don't know all the details, but they couldn't get in touch with someone at Robinhood. So that's really not a great sign. Second, Robinhood is very glitchy. It has had several, I think 2 of the biggest investing days in the past year where it just completely went down. It went out, people were freaking out. You couldn't buy, you couldn't sell, you couldn't do anything. They are a newer system. They are a newer company. They have a app-based system. Based on the volume of trading on Robinhood, if things get too busy, they will have things that go wrong. They'll have glitches. They'll have system outages. They'll just completely go down like they did a couple days this past year. So that's not a great thing if you want consistent service that you can count on to be up when you know you want to buy or sell stocks. Those outages really hurt some people, and while it wasn't a big deal for me, it was a little frustrating because there were some things I wanted to try to buy or sell that day, and I couldn't because it was down. Personally, I decided pretty early on that if I wanted to put a lot of money into this account, Robinhood might not be the best place because of some of these glitches, and I fully believe that they will figure it out, but they're still figuring it out, and if you want complete confidence in your money, it might not be the best place to do it because you don't know if on the day when you need to sell, if everyone else is selling too, will you be able to? It's hard to tell. So those are really my two main gripes with Robinhood. Otherwise, it's been a really fun platform to use. It is fun to use. They have confetti. They make it really easy. You can buy and sell so quickly. You can just do a ton of stuff. And honestly, Robinhood revolutionized the investing world because they really brought into every brokerage this commission-free idea where you don't have to pay a commission or anything when you are buying and selling stocks and ETFs and all of that. Overall, Robinhood has saved people so much money. I love how accessible they've made investing, and anyone with a phone can invest their money and do it really, really easily with Robinhood. So my last reason for why I'm leaving Robinhood isn't necessarily one that would apply to a lot of people. It's really more of a personal choice, and that is because I want to consolidate my accounts and stick to a different strategy. I just don't plan to buy a lot of individual stocks anymore. I'm going to move more toward ETFs and index funds, which is something that I'm comfortable with and love using. I have multiple investment accounts that have opened over the last couple of years just to try them out, to see what people were talking about. And honestly, I don't have time for that. I don't have time or desire to open up these multiple accounts and then see what's happening, see what needs to be sold, like see if there's any fires and emergencies. I don't have the desire to open it every day and check my stocks, and I just don't care enough about buying individual stocks to really want to invest the time that I feel like I need to invest by checking these portfolios. Even without buying stuff in the last few months, I've still felt like I need to give Robinhood too much attention and check on it too often. This whole thing has confirmed that I'm more of a hands-off investor, that I like more passive options. This means I'm going to be buying more index funds and ETFs, which are where someone else is doing the stock picking for me, and it's either on an industry basis or an idea. And I like that a lot better because I'm getting the benefits of the areas where I want to invest, but I don't have to pick the actual stocks. So that is a much more passive way for you to invest, and that is what I am more drawn to. I never got into all this stuff with like calls and puts and buying and like trading and all of that stuff. That's just like beyond what I really personally want to do. I don't necessarily want to be a trader. I definitely don't want to be a trader. I don't want to even pick my own stocks. So I'm going to move back toward my strategy that fits my style and do more of the passive index fund investing. With that investing strategy in mind, I don't really need Robinhood or anything like that, and I can easily consolidate and use another platform to invest the way I want to. I don't regret using Robinhood, and I don't regret sharing it here on the channel. I still think it's a really great platform. It's accessible, it's easy to use, and my husband is actually going to keep using it because he loves it. So it's not like we're completely abandoning Robinhood, but I personally just feel the desire to get off of the platform and move to something else that's a little bit more maybe traditional or stable, so that it fits my style of investing. Sometimes things just aren't right for you specifically, and that's okay. Maybe it's great for someone else and it's not the right fit for you, and that's okay. That's something I learned through this experience. I saw a lot of people really loving and using Robinhood and really doing some cool stuff with their portfolios, but that's just not my style. I wanted it to be like an investing in cool stocks and telling you about stocks, and it's just not who I'm going to be. I love index funds. I love like putting money in an account and it growing and growing and growing, but me doing nothing. Me doing no like work beyond that. So yes, my returns might be lower than people that are picking these stocks that are amazing and getting 100% returns in a year, but I'm okay with that. I'm still getting usually between like 7 and 20% on a year, depends on the year. And my overall growth in the accounts where I have just index funds is still something I'm very happy with. And you can find plenty of people online and in your real life where investing in index funds and ETFs and things like that are a broader picture of the market than individual stocks have made their fortunes, basically. They've made just as much money, and those things have made them millionaires, and it is okay to take a more hands-off, passive approach as long as you understand what you're doing. And I do understand those investments, and I'm happy with that knowledge. And I don't necessarily think I have to do individual stocks to be successful investing long term. Sometimes you have to try out new things and investigate new things and new platforms in order to find out what does actually fit for you. So I tried something out, I decided it's not really for me, and now I'm going to sell those stocks and move to something that is more for me. I'm going to go back to my plan, my strategy, my investing plan that makes more sense for my comfort level and the time I want to put into it. And that's perfectly fine. You might be different. You might love stocks. And I have a lot of friends that do. I have a lot of friends that actually make really risky plays and it pays off huge for them. but that's too stressful for me. That is too much like energy just being put into something that I don't have to give. So that's not my style. So I will be consolidating and selling all of my stocks. It probably won't be an all at once event. It's probably going to be me selling things when they are at a green high day. So I am getting my profits and just taking it and going. And some of my things are down in that account, so I won't be selling everything at once necessarily, but I will be migrating and moving, both selling and probably rolling over some stocks depending on what I have in that account. And as for what I'm going to do with the money that I'm getting out of my Robinhood account, it will be going toward debt. So like I said, it's not going to be all at once, but over the next 2 months probably, I'm going to be pulling money out, and every week or whenever I do it, I'm going to be putting that money toward the debt so that I will be debt-free sooner. I will be sharing my investing strategy overall and my plan going forward in the future. So I will share what new account I set up and where I am investing. And of course, as always, I love Vanguard, which is where I have the majority of my investments for retirement. And I will be having another platform that I use for this. But as I become debt free and pour more money into these investment accounts, I'm going to want to put more and more money because I am very much wanting to build financial freedom for our future. So I will be sharing those strategies and what I'm doing with that. But I will be using my plan, which is a lot more simple than picking stocks and investing in specific things that I honestly don't always know enough about. I'm really excited about this because I am both consolidating my accounts and my strategies into something that is going to fit me much better, and I think provide a better, more stable foundation for our family building financial freedom in the future. This is very exciting for me, and I can't wait to share details and kind of tell you guys more. But for now, that's why I'm leaving Robinhood. That's what I'm going to do with the money when I sell my stocks. And that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching.